Hello, everybody. Welcome to Pearls of Wisdom. We have the moon reading from yesterday. That was really a problem with the audio. I have not completely figured out yet and ordered a new camera, but it's not here. But this is now a different system that I'm working with, so I hope this works. I'm gonna do a short recall of the video that I did yesterday. And I really hope that I can at least give you some information that you really understand what it is. And I apologize that yesterday the sound was so horrible. So we have that full moon that we have the sun in conjunction here with Venus and Mercury, and the moon in conjunction with Uranus at the ascending node, and these are the descending node. So you can see that something very important is happening in the whole world. And when you look at the fire triangle that we have here with Saturn, it is very clearly a significant end of something. So when I look at what happened here, it's like consciousness of humanity, which is in Libra. Now something is being balanced. We have Mercury, and I explained before, maybe you go back to the other video that I had explain it. I will put it at the end, the link, that will explain exactly the planets. Because if you understand what's going on with the planets, everything is much, much easier. So when we look at Mercury, we have on top, we have the moon. That is the part that is receiving. Then we have the circle, which is the processing part. And then the cross at the bottom, which materializes. This is generally how a human being functions. And again, if you want to say something, I am in a video, in an astrology chart, then say what the Mercury is, but definitely not what the sun, because the sun represents your consciousness. But generally in the astrology chart, it's not presenting anything what you are, but this is the curriculum of your life. So we have Venus beside it, and you notice that Venus is only a circle and a cross. So Venus is we can say the divine creative part within every human being. We don't need to open or close anything to worship anybody, to give power away or to receive power. It's all within us. The moment that you are connected with your higher self, with that love, with the true love ability of the divine within, you have creative abilities that are within you. That is the light within you, and therefore I'm working more with the Tantien, with the three centers that we have from the Chinese system. That is for me more accurate. You all know that the New Age scene has been hijacked, and a lot in the New Age scene is today is based on Hinduism, which also was distorted. Everything is not correct anymore. Just be ready, and this is the chart of now to let go everything what you ever have believed in, what was taught to be right. We are moving in a complete different paradigm. And we have down here, you can see the moon and the Uranus retrograde and the node. So this means that the people are now in a higher consciousness moving into this kind of inspiration that is not coming from outside, but is coming from the inside, from the divine within. So everybody who is connected to the divine within will receive that inspiration, will have a very, very powerful step forward in life and moving into a higher dimension. But all the others who are not connected to the higher self, they are kind of going this route here through Saturn. And Saturn here in Capricorn in its own sign is still in the first house, just as at cusp 2, sorry. That means that everything what is not aligned yet with the higher divine consciousness, like from Libra and Aries, the beauty and the beast topic, what is not balanced will vanish, will go away, will disappear. It does not have any more existence in a higher frequency. Like when you move higher in a frequency, higher in your consciousness level, the beauty is you don't have to work on anything anymore or have to struggle for something. Things that are for lower consciousness are simply not here anymore. It's like when we look at the degrees Celsius, and you might know that I have made a consciousness table connected with the degrees, that the low consciousness, the fear-based consciousness, is like the ice, when it's everything is hard and not flexible anymore. But then when we have like 20, 30, whatever degrees, the cold is just gone. You don't have to worry about the cold anymore. You take off your jacket because you sweat. So this is the same here. The moment the energy frequency is going higher, we have not to worry about lower frequencies anymore. And I also mentioned the message from Matthew. I follow those since long time. This was a young boy with 18 years old who died and later contacted his mother and gave information. Very beautiful messages, very loving, very powerful. And I have observed for years that they were always correct. And a topic came up with Matthew that people were asking, why do we have, or why are these very, very negative people are being killed? Can we not show mercy, or like they maybe go to prison and whatever? So I also am not really in favor, because the thing is, now when we are moving into that higher dimension, this very, very low negative frequency cannot exist here anymore. And that the planet can move forward faster, this negative energy has to go. So these people cannot live here anymore. And now it is in a way correct that these bodies are killed, these souls are released from the body to go somewhere else. Most of them will go to another planet that has again a lower frequency, that they can start the evolution process or the waking up process again. And it's also said that some who are really, really, really bad, that the essence of life is being pulled back into divine, and it is as if this life never have existed. So what we can celebrate now is this is really the death and the end of the cabal, because it has something to do with the energy, with the frequency that has moved forward, that cannot go back anymore. It has already happened. We are already there. So the only consequence from this higher energy is to eliminate the negative, that we can move on. It's like a balloon, a hot air balloon that goes back. You have to throw the sandbags down that the balloon can go up. Now we have also here a retrograde Mercury. We have the orange line, that is karmic shock aspect and karmic learning aspect. So see, it is very important to understand that the people who are waking up now, they are really in trouble, because they start to see what happened, what they participated in. And many of them, they have just not had a higher consciousness and did not understand what is happening. And they have this poison in their body. Now, we have to be here to help them. I'm 100% sure that everybody who is moving into a positive frequency will have a chance to be healed, because nothing cannot be healed. You can, even when you're to the last breath, you can still be redeemed. So many people who have had that experience of being dead and came back. And I think the story of Anita Morjani is one of the best to really demonstrate what really happened. So I also believe that all this poison that is in our body, there is a way to heal it. And in the future, what is coming is a complete different kind of medicine. Medi means center, to center yourself, to balance yourself again, so that we work with energy, because we are energy, we are frequency. So in the future, it's more like sound and homeopathy. And for example, when you work with flower essences, you have the energy of the flower. We're not making, it's not the herbal mix. It's just we kind of harvest the energy of the flower, and that works within seconds. You know, every time when you need something in the body which is physical, it needs time to be absorbed. But the moment you work with energy, the moment, like for example, it touches your skin or your tongue, it works already. So we really have to celebrate and look forward, and it's very important that we visualize that a positive outcome now. And one of the other things that will come up here is also like the free energies will really be free now to come up. And this will go very, very fast, that we will move into this energy. I also said in my last video about the shift and the timing. The consciousness level of humanity has moved in 1086 into that level that destruction was not necessary. So in this life, in this cycle, we don't have these destructive forces. This time it would have been fire, like last time we had the flood, and this time fire to destroy humanity. What is happening now is that this fire, this energy is coming more subtle. And those who follow the Schumann resonance can see that, these very powerful spikes of light, but it's not that much that everything is being destroyed. So from 2086 to 2012 is 18 years. And 2012 was the point where we would have been destroyed, the end of the Maya calendar. Now we have another 18 years forward to about 2030 till everything is kind of in place. So we can see that what is now that break-even point of all the very negative stuff is being eliminated from the planet. And this is happening within this and the next year, the waking up process. And then the rebuilding with the new technology will start on. This will be very fast. A lot is already out there. And then you will also see who is really the white hat and who is not. Because many people who are actually, they had to collaborate with the negative forces to be able to get there where we need them. They will now put off their masks and will show who they really are. So be surprised. A lot of very good stuff is coming out now. We will have still free energy. We will still have internet. We still have communication, but now it will be based on a method that is not harmful to our physical body. This will all change. So be ready for a very good life, and please celebrate and visualize how that outcome will be, what is your wildest dreams in your life, what you really want. But don't be influenced by your past, and be open and be flexible. There might be much more coming up that you will not be able to see anymore. So this triangle, the red triangle that we have here, this is the direct way for those who are awake, who can see. And this is the way here. They have to let go. See, here is a dying constellation. Saturn in Capricorn is letting go, the soul in the underworld. They have to die and then either being reborn here or on another place, depending on the level of their consciousness. So I hope this has worked. I'm gonna check it out now, and I'm gonna upload it to replace the previous videos. Thank you very much. If you like it, give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and I hope to see you soon again. Thank you.